Scott Morrison has selected the Sunshine State for his 2022 campaign launch. Fortress Queensland's electorates could be make or break, none more so than the battle for Brisbane.
Brisbane is always a tough seat. Every single time I've been the candidate here, it has been a target seat for both the Labor Party and for the Greens.
Trevor Evans has held the inner city electorate comfortably at the last two elections. With a 4.9% margin, he is expected to win the primary vote on May 21, but Greens' preferences could push Labor's Madonna Jarrett in front.
The seat of Brisbane is winnable, and the people of Brisbane have really been neglected by the Morrison government.
Both candidates agree cost of living is their constituents' biggest issue and flood recovery. But the seat has a diverse demographic, as does the electorate of Longman, Queensland's most marginal seat.
There was a mood in the electorate that Labor were going to punish a lot of the people here, so we have a lot of self-funded retirees.
First-term MP Terry Young had a surprise win in 2019, but Labor is hopeful of a swing their way to reverse his 3.3% margin.
I really understand what an impact it has on locals and our health system more broadly when GPs and primary healthcare services aren't being properly funded.
Longman has swung between the major parties 5 times since its inception, with no shortage of fierce debate. While the subject of fierce scrutiny is the LNP's last-minute candidate in Lilly. Amid allegations, Vivian Lobo may have provided false documents about where he lives.
I think the people of Lilly deserve an explanation, and I look forward to hearing it.
Mr. Lobo claims he lives in Everton, located in Lilly, but the house he registered with the Electoral Commission appears unfurnished and uninhabited. The candidate has since disappeared from the campaign, while the federal police probe him for fraud over the allegedly false address.
Integrity is something that goes to the heart of this election.
Annika Wells won Wayne Swan's former seat on a 0.6% margin, and it's looking likely she will retain it. So the LNP are looking to possibly gain ground in Shane Newman's seat of Blair. The coalition hoping young families and aspirational voters in Ipswich swing their way.
It's about cost of living. It's about having confidence in the team that are running the country, that they can do it, manage the economy.
Further north, the coalition aims to continue to lay claim to Dawson despite her controversial defection.
I'm no longer public property. I'm George Christensen, private citizen.
The LNP hopes George Christensen's replacement, with Sunday Mayor Andrew Wilcox, will appeal to voters on insurance against natural disasters.
We pay too much. We pay 3 to 4 times more than what they do down south.
His Labor opponent is targeting workers.
I'd love to see these jobs that, people have been in permanent casual, if that's what you want to call it, for the last 6 years, become permanent workers.
Labor's shot at the seat fell short in 2019 over mixed messaging around coal and climate policy. It's a similar story in nearby Flynn.
If Labor get in, they're going to shut down your coal mine. That's absolute rubbish.
Labor candidate Matt Burnett is a popular local mayor, and despite a margin of 8.7%, the opposition is hopeful of picking up the Gladstone-based resources electorate. The LNP's Ken O'Dowd is retiring. State MP Colin Boyce is the coalition's chance of retaining the seat, despite opposing his own party's net zero policy.
No, at this point in time, there simply is not the technology.
And at the pointy end of Queensland, the Leichhardt electorate. Encompassing Cairns, post-pandemic tourism recovery will be a deciding factor. Liberal MP Warren Ensch holds the seat on a 4.2% margin, hoping to retain it for a 5th election in a row. But Labor has faith in their candidate.
But it is time for a change, and I know I'm up for that challenge.
This is not the time to have L plates on.
A sentiment Scott Morrison is hoping will drive votes and steer the coalition to victory. Anna Rawlings, Sky News.